So in this video, I'm going to show a basic setup guide for Geomagic for SolidWorks with the roamer arm. So you can see that I have SolidWorks opened with no part opened. Um, just like in my other videos, the DesignX video, I mainly talk about how to set up the arm and get it connected to the computer. So you use your Ethernet and USB. You install WinRDS. And I usually wait till WinRDS is installed and you reboot the machine to press the button and turn it on and let WinRDS connect to the ARM itself. So you can see here I have WinRDS on screen. Now if I need to connect it to SolidWorks, I now open a part. So we'll just create a new empty part. And this is assuming that you have Geomagic for SolidWorks installed. So you'll have the tab here on the left-hand side. Now if you need to the first thing you have to do to scan is set the right plugin. So if you come into the settings in the Geomagic for SolidWorks tab, you can come down to active device and change it to Hexagon. And you do have some point sampling options, sampling ratio. So these different sampling ratios are, this is the sampling of the laser line itself. And then this is the sampling, I believe, of the hertz of the laser. So you have the option to sample these down. You also have the ability to change the compensation point, whether you use the first point vector of the probe to offset your probed information or the last point compensation click. But most of the time people are using the last point compensation. And then you can set your units here as well. So if I hit OK, you hit connect, and then it will, all of the, let's see if I disconnect real quick, you'll see that it grays out the scanning tools. And if I hit connect, it will open those up. Now, if I want to probe, I can come in here and just select what I want to probe. So if I say I want to probe a plane, we'll just click on probe plane. And remember to unlock it if it is. And if the probe is connected, you need to make sure that the device is switched to probe mode. There's a variety of different ways of doing it depending on which roamer arm you have. Sometimes it's a switch, sometimes it's digital. And if you click those points and you hit the back button, it will create a plane. So there, we probed those 3 planes, and we can hit accept. And it hands off that data to SolidWorks and builds it inside of SolidWorks as SolidWorks geometry. So you can see here that we probed those. Now, one thing to point out when you're probing is this data is floating out in the middle of Never Never Land. So here are the 3 planes for SolidWorks, right? And then here are my planes there. So this is not aligned. Now, if you want to align, you can use this Orient Device. And this is the reason why I probed first. If I go ahead and probe some datum geometry, I can use that datum geometry to then create an alignment. So if we come into Orient Device, you'll see the way this works. You can actually use a 3-2-1 or an XYZ alignment. So the way a 3-2-1 works is you can click a plane, you can click an axis, and then you can click a point. And what it'll do is it'll put the coordinate system on those locations. Now you see here, I like to do this to control this. I will take these surfaces that I've created and I will jump over to SolidWorks and create reference geometry. So I will create an axis from this plane there. And then I will go ahead and select that axis and create a point from that axis in the plane. And just in case, I'll create a reference plane from that. So what I went ahead and created a point. Now if I come over to the plugin and go to Orient Device, I like to use, so XYZ 321 is like plane line point alignment. XYZ breaks out the origin with the directions. So the 6 degrees of freedom, the 3 positional are covered under the origin selection, and then the 3 rotational are covered under these dialog boxes. So the way this works is I can set that point is my 0, and then if I want this plane to be Y up, I can make that. And then if I want this vector to be my x-axis, I can set that and then hit Orient Device. So now, if I go ahead and just turn these guys off, and I have my regular 3 planes. If I come over here and I go to probe, you see what's going on here. It's now, if I get out, it'll go ahead and build those for me. And you will notice that they are oriented to the world coordinate system. So you see the planes that I probed are over top of the same ones that are there. Now, if I want to scan, I have to press and hold on this guy. Click that first option there to switch over to scanning. I also have to take my probe off. And then click scan. Now under scan, it has the option to make it ordered or raw. And you do have the clipping plane option if you want to, and you can turn the sound on and off if you want. So if I go ahead and hit scan, so there is my scan, and I'll go ahead and put this back. So again, from there, it's kind of rinse and repeat for, I scanned planes, or I probed planes, and I oriented the device, but all of these other options are pretty similar, with the exception of when you probe a circle, if you go into probe circle, it's going to ask you to either probe a plane or select a plane that already exists because it's a 2D feature. So that's the little caveat with the 2D options here. Same thing with probe sketch. It's going to ask you to probe. Now probe mesh is you leave it on probing and you press and hold the button and scrub it back and forth across the surface, and it will mesh the probed points that you capture. So that's how that works. So this is just a very generic setup guide for scanning and probing inside of Geomagic for SolidWorks, in this instance with the roamer arm.